you'd go and trim.
100%. So
you might go, well, we'd leave one right up. I'd sort of go, right, okay, then I'll go and put one on that at the far right-hand side. What does Nico O'Reilly do then? Does he still go when Josko naturally can come over?
It's
sort
kind
of the
of, and
balance,
that was
isn't it?
definitely the case with the League
bigger
Cup
games.
final. Yeah, like Arsenal left three really high and trying to play over the top of Nathan Ake, and I know O'Reilly, and we dealt with it really, really well. So it'd be interesting.
We nearly
to see
got a touch
Arsenal.
there. We're in touching
I
distance.
know.
We should be able to. You should be able to know exactly what it is now. You're listening
You can hear
to
them
it.
talking.
Right there, isn't it?
Should we just keep pretending that we set this up? We knew they were about to be behind us, so we have definitely started talking about it for that reason.
Steph, what they've started doing now is they've started also doing it with the ball at the coach's feet. So this repetition, this rhythm, but also being in this stadium, in these surroundings, is that sort of more of a psychological help to them in this?
It's just nuts naturally where the ball, isn't it? That's a normal standard drill, isn't
I think,
it?
like, this
You
is
get
generally-
close, balance off. It's just shifting and balancing and covering your
I think
shoulders. Normal,
sometimes
isn't
it's
it?
just get into the rhythm, getting to know like where your body should be, which way your shoulders are, should you be going to the ball, and I think even just defending and just being able to drop off and run backwards, because I think people realise you're doing a lot of running backwards as a back four, whereas Brownie was generally doing that most of the game.
Was it not that Arsenal back four that used to like have a rope or something?
Yeah.
It's just different ways of doing that. It's nothing. It's just getting a focus, I mean, if I'm the coach, I'm encouraging them to say, get round, shuffle, go tight, you go, I go. That's the one. That's the difference. That little bit. And I don't think the modern day, they're vocal enough. The players are quite like, we just understand your jobs. We know where to go.
But then the cues are, if somebody's going to go out and press, you know where you should be.
Yeah.
A lot of the time you try and look at the players, the ball, where the spaces are, and this is why today is a really good test, because this back four probably haven't played together for a while now. So just to get back into that rhythm, just to get into know where everybody should be, and just being able to cover as well.
On the conversation about Nico O'Reilly stepping forward and moving forward, you say that he can very comfortably play an 8, because of course that's what he grew up playing in the academy. He came through as an 8, and it was Pep that moved him into that left back position. Somebody was in it's the line. The assistant referee.
We're getting in the way.
Step forward. Oh, bless him.
I hope he runs that quick when the game starts and gets his flag right.
Keep up with these, won't he?
Sharp, isn't he?
I'm guessing that the answer here is going to be whatever position the manager wants him to play. But what do you think it is now his best position, given he played a year in left back, but we know that he can push forward?
Midfield is best position. I think he can really cement that. It's a hybrid position that he's playing, and we have to not be too critical. We've looked against like Real Madrid, you know, there was that perfect ball over his shoulder and he gets it. Some of those are going to happen. You're going to get some of them wrong, especially when he's always on the recovery. You know, it's only natural.
I like him from that deeper midfield position, because I don't actually think there's many players in this league can arrive in the box as well as he can. And also, he's so tall. Like you think of him, you look at him, but I'm watching him now. He's probably the tallest on the team. And you think if you can get the crosses in, which I think we did better last year, but being able to put him in that area, nobody can stop him because he's got to run on the ball. So I do agree with you, Brownie. I think watch him in the academy. Of course, he can play left back, but for me in that midfield position, he's got something a bit special.
And you're right, look at with him standing right there, you see how tall he is, but also how strong he looks as well. Like we really feel like he's grown up.
FG, we can't.
Yes.
So sorry, I can't hear a word you're saying. I'm just taking in the atmosphere here of Blue Moon.
So we've got it is hard, yes. Now we've got should we just join in Blue Moon and just not talk football for a minute as well? So we've also got Jeremy Doku, who's coming back today as well. We're going to get to see him. I mean, congratulations to him, because of course he became a father during the World Cup. Fully support his decision to go off and be the birth of his child as well. He's back in the team today. I think he's going to thrive even more under an Enzo Maresca style football, where it appears that the wingers staying high and wide is how he likes it.
Well, that's exactly what you want. I'm at midfield and I'm going, right, can I create a 1v1 for him? Your player who can set it alight, create something, the most damage. And again, as well, if it opens up back to front, the quicker it gets to him, the less cover that is going to be on them. So on that 2v1, so it's going to be interesting. I think it could be really good today.
Now, a little bit earlier on, I caught up with one of our former City legends, a captain, and also played for Wales, was involved in the management of Wales as well. It was when the stadium was a lot quieter, so we could hear each other. Let's go and speak to Kit Symons. We could not come to Cardiff without finding one of our City legends that's Welsh as well, of course. We found Kit Symons. Thanks for coming to talk to us. How are you?
No, pleasure. Really good, Natalie. Thanks. Yeah, really good.
Nice to be back in Wales.
Yeah, it's great. I stopped off at my mum's in St Mellons on the way in, had a cup of tea with her, so I'll see her later on as well. So no, it's always nice to come back.
Is it always glorious like this in Cardiff as well?
I'd love to say yes, but no, it normally rains. It's a bit like Manchester, really. We get plenty of rain in Wales, so but this is beautiful today.
Have you had a night out in Cardiff in a while, by the way? This is so off topic.
Officially, or I don't know. Yeah.
I got off the train
Cardiff's
last
brilliant.
night. Oh my goodness, it was so lively and it looked like everyone was having so much fun. I thought, I should have got here earlier.
It's a great night out, Cardiff. Yeah, brilliant, like student city, and just for the nightlife and the social, it's brilliant. I've been coming, because obviously I was born in Basingstoke, but coming to Cardiff, like all my family are from here, so I've been coming all my life, and it's sort of got better and better over the years, really.
It looked amazing. I thought,
Yeah.
I've definitely got to come back for a night out here.
Absolutely.
Right, let's talk about the game. Community Shield. It is the first competitive game of the Enzo Maresca era. How much are you looking forward to it today to sort of see what we might have to expect going forward?
Yeah, really looking forward to the game. It's one of them, because of how the game is, you can't take too much from it, I think, but it will certainly show some signs of what we can expect, and I'm just really looking forward to the game. Yeah, I think obviously with players being rested still after the World Cup, it's not going to be an exact this is going to be the starting 11 for the Premier League or anything like that, but it's sort of going towards that way a little bit, and no, just really looking forward to the game. I think exciting times.
Yeah, and of course playing against Arsenal, who we've had this real intense rivalry with over the last few years. Even last year, of course, we beat them in the Cup final. They beat us to the Premier League. I wonder at what point today that everyone stops forgetting that this is the Community Shield.
Yeah, well, I think, like I said, because of the history between the two teams, and you can't take too much from it. And if you win this, it doesn't necessarily mean you're going to go on and win the league not by a long stretch. I think it was 2018 last time it happened when City did it. Won the Community Shield and went on to win the league. But they're not going to want to lose. No one's going to want to give the edge to the opponent. And so I expect, once that whistle goes, I expect it to be pretty feisty. That's a week before the actual season starts, but I'm looking for quite a high-tempo game, I think, today.
How many of the players that have just come back do you think that we might see today? Of course, given that they only rejoined with the squad on Wednesday, it's a new manager, it's Sunday today. Do you think, is that too quick? How hot?
Yeah, I would think so. I think possibly a few on the bench, but I can't see any of those boys who, again, came back in late after getting to the quarterfinals or later in the World Cup will start today. I'll be very, very surprised with that. We know there's a few players possibly going as well, so whether they'll feature today or not, I'm not sure, but it's going to be interesting for sure, yeah, and there'll be a lot of good players on show no matter what.
Hopefully at some point we might get to see Elliot Anderson in a Manchester City shirt in his first game as well. How highly do you rate his signing?
Yeah, well, really highly. He's just so much energy and physicality, which you need in that midfield area over the course of a season. So he's a brilliant signing, and one I'm really looking forward to seeing in a City shirt.
Me too. Cannot wait to see him, and I cannot wait to see what Enzo Maresca is going to do, what the setup is going to be. Can we have a little maybe? A little cheeky score prediction, although obviously I know you're going to say City, Kit.
Well, exactly. I mean, it's really difficult to actually sort of split these two teams, I think, anyway, when they've both got their strongest teams out. But today it'll be a little bit on who does actually start and who plays. But I mean, a City win on penalties, I think I can see.
Oh no, Kit, I can't handle that.
I can see it.
No, 90 minutes, please. Thank you so much for your time today. Lovely to see you again.
Pleasure.
See you soon.
City's history makers walk out at Wembley for their fourth FA Cup final in a row and become the first side in 154 years of this most famous cup competition in the world to do so. Doku goes back to Gay again. Gay tries to play it in, and Haaland might be in here. Haaland round the back, good save Sanchez. It was a super ball into the area. Haaland's angle was tight, but he got a shot in, and Sanchez saved with his thigh. And there goes the half-time whistle. And so at half-time it is Chelsea 0, City 0. Goes now to Bernardo Silva. City on the edge of the area. On it goes to Haaland. Haaland clips it in low. Oh, what a goal! What a goal! Oh, it's magnificent! Antoine Semenyo with a reverse back heel into the corner. And if there is a moment that is deserving of winning a cup, it is that moment. It is an instinctive drag back heel into the back of the net. Antoine Semenyo with one of the best cup final goals you will ever witness.
Please welcome our new manager, Enzo Maresca! Number 6, Jasper Radio. Today, Audio Etchebelli, Super Jackie Venus, Victor Hayes, Ruben Diaz, Jeremy McHugh, and Rhea Agnori. Never. Too expensive. Start to introduce our new manager, Enzo Maresca.
I'm confident that we can do a great job.
The ambition, the desire,
Play with passion.
This is a big challenge. This scares off many people. He actually wants that challenge. He loves that challenge.
For as long as I've known, City's been the king of Manchester.
He's a manager committed to playing attacking football.
It's important that we continue to grow, we continue to improve.
The way we're playing, and it's really excited for the season.
Now we need to compete, we need to win games, we need to win titles.
So a new era begins in earnest. The Asia Tour just gave us a little bit of a sneak preview into what we might expect. Enzo Maresca's 3 matches over there, a draw and a couple of victories, albeit the draw ended in a penalty shootout reverse, but it was more about honing up fitness and sharpening up the tactics, that kind of thing. And the Blues certainly expressed themselves in many, many ways going forward. There was a lot to be optimistic about. But all that was just about preparation and minutes in the legs. Today, you feel, is a little bit more, a little bit closer to the real thing. After 10 years with one of the greatest coaches of all time, an unparalleled 20 trophies gathered, it is time to say farewell to the wonderful era of Pep Guardiola and an extremely warm welcome to the new tenure of Enzo Maresca. A manager who has already tasted a lot of success in his brief managerial career. Trophies at Chelsea, both at home and abroad, and of course a victory in the FIFA Club World Cup last summer included. And then, of course, the wonderful promotion, the title he won with Leicester City to get them up to the Premier League. And before all of that, he had wonderful success here at City. as the leader of the under-21s at the City Football Academy. So he already has a glittering CV, and he comes to a club who are serial winners. But it is a club, of course, that is in so many ways in transition. Legends have come and gone, not least of which the club captain Bernardo Silva in the summer. But as the wonderful talent leaves, even more exciting new talent arrives. And that is the way that this club has always operated, and the way that it will continue to do so in the future. In many ways, managers are just guardians of the club for the period that they're in charge. The actual structure, the infrastructure, all in place to continue the success that has been unparalleled in the last decade under Pep Guardiola. Well, what a way for Enzo Maresca to begin his tenure as well. A trophy at stake, and of course the champions of England up against him. By no means a foregone conclusion that Arsenal will come here as favourites. Indeed, there are many who feel that it is City who are the favourites this afternoon. But it doesn't really matter in a one-off fixture. Predictions count for so very little. Well, the Asia Tour gave us an insight, perhaps. Today will give us the
Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello, welcome wherever you're watching. City had a good attempt, very good try, good save by David Raya. Still 1-0, Calafiori with that goal in the first minute. So Arsenal leading 1-0. This is the first game for Man City new boss, Enzo Maresca, as a City manager. So far so good. City is trying to, equalize and get something from this game in the first half, but Arsenal is proving to be very tough. Look at these teams, both teams, Man City and Arsenal. Quite a good team. But I'm interested in when you get to the bench and look at both teams. The players they are having. For Arsenal, there is Saka, Eze, Gyökeres, Merino, Zubimendi, Declan Rice, Max Darman. That is a very, very rich bench. And for Man City, Maguire, Mamos, Seriki, Nico Gonzalez, Jack Grealish is back. Nuri, there is Rico Lewis. Equally a good side. They have a good bench as well. Like I said, this is going to be a very good test for Enzo Maresca. Yes, he's not going to define City this season, but we yet to wait what is going to happen. This is Noni Madueke on the left-hand side, attacking, twisting and turning, good defending by Jeremy Doku, but still Arsenal attacking, Madueke keeping the ball. And during the box, say Bruno cuts in, good defending from City again. So like I said, this is going to be a very interesting. How do you say? What do you have to say about this game? Manchester City and Arsenal, FA Community Shield. Hi people, Arsenal for the win. This is Carlos Masica. Thank you, Carlos. Hannah Osunbuye, Arsenal will win. It still had a minute of the game though. 22 minutes gone. So Doku is attacking on the left, inside the box, past Ben White, but good defending from Gabriel Magalhaes. It's a corner for Manchester City on the left-hand side, and Phil Foden. Elliot Anderson to take that corner. Good save by David Raya. And Phil Foden has gotten a yellow. Let's see what happened. He stopped Zolis from running forward, and that was probably going to be a very good counter attack from Arsenal. But Foden had to put him off, and yellow to Foden. It's very interesting, and also at the same time, I don't know how Man City fans are going to cope without Pep this season for the first time. Seeing Maresca, the touchline, probably will take a while for them. There was a very good transition from City, but good defending from Mosquera. Mosquera is partnering Gabriel Magalhaes in that defense. Then you have Calafiori on the left-hand side of defense, and at left back, Ben White. Then in the middle of the park, there is Bruno Guimaraes and Lewis Kelly. Attack, there is Havertz, Odegaard, Zolich, and Noni Madueke. That's a good side as well. Both teams are still thinking they can, bolster their squad in this transfer ongoing. Arsenal probably still looking for a right winger, probably then a defender. For City, they also want to get business done in that midfield. With Rodri probably heading to Barcelona, we don't know what will happen about that potential move for Rodri joining Barcelona, but kind of it could happen. Still Arsenal in possession. Mosquera finding Odegaard, Ben White on the right, pass to Madueke. Can he do a counter? Good defending from Gravdol. you can as well have your prediction, have you say about this game. I can see Declan Rice, the face is light and happy, laughing. It's City building at the back. Someone was asking for City lineup. For City, the starting lineup, there's Donnarumma in goal, O'Reilly in defense on left as a left back, then Gravdol and Diaz in the center of the defense, Kosanov playing right back, then Kovacic, Anderson, the midfield two, Foden, Semenyo, Jeremy Doku supporting Erling Haaland. So far, we are not seeing that City side always causing problem. Is Arsenal trying to create those half chances? Odegaard, good cross, good header, and a second goal. Kai Havertz, second goal for Arsenal. Kai Havertz, a very delicious cross on the right hand side from Martin Odegaard, and Havertz made no mistake. 2 goals, Arsenal. From Odegaard, then Zolis cuts in, and Havertz just tapping in. That was a very easy, not easy though. It looks like an easy goal. Easy header, but not. Arsenal 2 goals. Man City 0. So far, so good for Arsenal fans and Arsenal as a team. For Man City, a lot to think about. For them to come out of this game and win it, then probably it's a tough. Azol is now registering an assist. That is what Azol is. If you trace him back from Club Brugge, is always in almost every game assisting and scoring. His first competitive game for Arsenal, registering an assist in the first half. So far, so good for Zolis, so good for Arsenal, and they look a dangerous side. And that midfield of Bruno Guimaraes and Lewis Kelly, well, I must say that is a very good midfield. I think there is no debate about that the whole Arsenal midfield to be the best midfield in the Premier League. If you look at that team, that Arsenal midfield, I think no doubt Arsenal midfield this season, to me, is the best midfield in the Premier League. Perhaps Pep Guardiola, Pep effect. Pep is not around anymore, and a couple of players leaving City. Bernardo Silva left, Rodri is potentially leaving, and the big miss, Pep Guardiola. Probably is it Pep? Yeah, they're going to miss Pep this season. And Maresca, is he going to be able to fill that shoe Pep Guardiola left? It's not going to be, I think it won't be easy for him. And these are kind of matches when you face a new rival, then definitely you have to perform. You have to convince the fans. Well, this is sort of a friendly, but there's a lot to play for in it. that means you have to win these kind of games. It also helps players in boosting their confidence, you know, bringing that belief. And City's attacking, Erling Haaland. Oh, hard luck for Haaland. So it's Elliot Anderson muscling each other. Corner for City. It's a corner for City. Some infringement in the 6th area. Ruben Diaz and Martin Odegaard. The ref talking to the both captains.
That is a good start. Oh my goodness. It's a very good start. Oh my God.
Look. It's a corner for City from the right hand side. Well taken corner by Phil Foden. Good clearance, Ben White heading it over. Still City on the ball on the right hand side. Phil Foden. Good ball. Oh, that game went begging. It was a good cross from Foden. And he's not happy. Trying, I give a very good ball and you're not scoring. Phil Foden not happy with his teammates. But they have to keep trying, keep knocking, keep trying, and probably they will be able to get something out of this game. Good goal kick taken by David Raya. Semenyo he's looking lost in this game. Someone is asking me for Martinelli. There's been rumors about Martinelli leaving, joining Galatasaray. Galatasaray in talk with Arsenal for Martinelli, and today is not appearing anywhere. Not on the bench. Zolich starting. And who knows, maybe something is happening. You know, when rumors surrounding a player, sometimes the coach can come and say, he's injured or something happened, he's not fit for the game. But we know what period it is now. It's a transfer season or transfer period, and anything can happen. Maybe Martinelli could leave Arsenal this summer. Doku. Good pass to Haaland. What can he do? Shot over the bar. That was a good ball from Doku. And Haaland, I must say it was opportunity for Arsenal, for City probably to get something from this. Arsenal trying to build from the back. The team oozing with confidence. Already gone 36 minutes. Still 2-0. Ikapie with the goal in the first minute of the game, and Kai Havertz with the second. Still Arsenal. Ben White looking for Madueke, and he gets Madueke. Madueke trying to get in the box. Madueke cuts in short, save by Donnarumma, and offside. He was flagged offside. Yeah, he was offside. I'll also be able to share with you some of the latest transfers, so stick around if you can, because I'll be feeding you with some of the latest transfers of today. Martin Odegaard, through ball looking for Havertz. He turns, good quick turn, and Zolich. So what can he do? Can he shoot? Zolich. And a penalty. Not a penalty. Yellow for Calafiori for simulation. But that was a good opportunity for Zolich, probably to score. But he opted for assisting Calafiori. And Calafiori is saying he's trying to plead to the referee, but it's a yellow for Calafiori. City have not been a threat in the first half, not creating many chances, clear-cut chances. Some of the key players lost in the game, like Semenyo, Phil Foden, Doku trying, Haaland lost. Here, Doku, good cross, Haaland, good save again from Raya. And again, here comes Semenyo, cross in, and Doku again goes wide. Good defending from White, and it's a corner. Corner for Manchester City. They're not trying to ask questions. City asking questions. And there was a good save from David Raya. Haaland hitting is really well, and Lewis Kelly was right there to save Arsenal. Clear the way, quick corner from City, cleared away by Arsenal. City in possession. Diaz, O'Reilly, Kovacic, shot straight to Raya. 5 minutes to go, and probably plus the added time. Mosquera, back to Raya. Taking their time, building at the back. Still Raya with the ball. Mosquera, back to Raya. Trying to draw a Man City player. Here has come Odegaard. Pass. Now Odegaard to Madueke. Can he get to the box? And shoot straight to Donnarumma.
Yes,
Straight to Donnarumma. City fans welcoming Jack Grealish back in the team. And City fans are really happy for him. He's warming. Arsenal in possession, dispossessed City the midfield. Now here comes Ben White. White. Mosquera. Here comes Guimaraes. That was a delicious ball and well defended by Gvardiol. Here comes Madueke. Madueke finds White and shot Calafiori over the bar. Good game. Good game from the Arsenal. I think I have to say again, for the most of first half, Arsenal been the dangerous team, creating chances, winning 50-50 balls. It's a lot to do from Maresca. Probably don't know what he's going to say in the halftime team talk. Zolic is also having a good game. I have to say that. Donnarumma, long ball, looking for Doku. Here he finds Doku. One-on-one with Mosquera. He gets the ball. Good defending from Mosquera, and it's corner. Corner for City. City have to do it right when it comes to corner, because they are seeing many corners, but there's no results, nothing resulting good from it. Again, Raya picks it. Good save, but there was some infringement in the 6th area. Arsenal free kick. Raya want to start it quick, but the referee saying hold on. Arsenal can start the game now. Raya still taking his time. There's this kind of movement between Raya and Kai Havertz and Zolic. Sometimes you find Zolic in the middle, Kai Havertz coming from the left. This kind of movement kind of confuses defenders, because you want to mark Havertz on the left, Zolic comes, drop deeply in the middle and kind of drop in the middle, and it makes it difficult. And here comes Arsenal again. Bruno, Lewis Kelly, Odegaard. Oh, piece of defending from Gvardiol, looking for that was Kai Havertz. Again, Arsenal in possession. City are going nowhere. They just go and stop halfway line. Here comes Madueke, Odegaard, Havertz, Zolic. Havertz again, can he cut in? And then shot. Oh, what a save. Again, Havertz. Here comes. That was a good try from Bruno Guimaraes. But that was keeper beaten, City keeper beaten, but couldn't beat the defender. On the line. Goal line was cleared. Arsenal should have gotten their third goal. Should have scored their third goal. Here comes City. Phil Foden trying to make things work, but it's not coming. And there we go, first half, Arsenal 2, Ricardo Calafiori, Kai Havertz, 2 goals, Arsenal, and 0 Manchester City. Half-time done. What do you think of the second half? Arsenal in fine seat right now. 2-goal cushion. Arsenal 2, Manchester City 0-0 half-time. Yes. Arsenal first half, two goals. Manchester City 0. Ricardo Calafiori and Kai Havertz with the 2 goals, and so far so good for Arsenal. I think a good game for Arsenal in the first half. Though City, you see City kind of struggling. It's very difficult for them to get into the final third and make things happen. Semenyo is not doing. Is kind of lost. Doku is trying. Haaland is trying, and Phil Foden also at the same time is also looking lost somehow. So I think the midfield of Elliot Anderson and Kovacic is kind of not yet ticking. That's why it's really getting difficult for them to find something from it. But for the Arsenal point of view, I think the new signings, Bruno Guimaraes is great. He's doing well. Partnering with Lewis Kelly in that midfield is causing problem to City. They're winning 50-50 balls, 50-50 challenges. They're really doing well. The way they're playing, interchanging, is so good. That movement in that midfield between Lewis Kelly and Bruno Guimaraes is really well. And if you look at that forward line, Christos Zolis and Kai Havertz, there's this kind of understanding between them. Sometimes you find Havertz dropping from the left, coming from the left, cutting inside, and Zolis getting to the forward line, but dropping a little bit deep. This makes it difficult for City defenders to kind of, mark them first of all. So it keeps the fluidity going on. So I think it's kind of difficult. But for Arsenal, Zolis and Bruno Guimaraes just slotting in really well, and they're really doing good. And Kai Havertz also as well, his movement, picking those pocket of spaces, is doing well. Not Martinelli, Martin Odegaard also doing quite well. So I think for Arsenal, so far so good. Nothing to change probably in the second half. I don't think Arteta is going to make changes early in the second half, because they're doing well. For City though, I think probably Maresca is having a lot to do right now in the dressing room. Halftime talk, lot to change. It's not taking right now. Pressure gets back to him, because it's him now. City fans, City wants to see how it's going to happen with him as the manager. So it's not going to be easy for Enzo Maresca. I don't know what he's going to do. Should he make changes in the second half? Who is he going to to bring on? So it's a lot. If you look at City bench now, City have McGahey in defense. On the bench, McGahey, there's Mamos, there's Serki, there's Gonzalez, Jack Grealish, and Nouri. There's Rulli, there's Reyes, there's Rick Lewis. And for me, if you ask me, I think I don't know. That City defense is not bad. O'Reilly, Gravdol, Diaz, and Kosnov. It's not a bad defense. But for me, I would make changes in that midfield. Elliot Anderson and Kovacic, maybe the partnership not yet working, but they are good players and who can come on. Gonzalez or Rico Lewis. I think Rico Lewis can play really well in this game if he is put in the midfield. Rico Lewis, maybe you leave Kovacic. That means I take Elliot Anderson off. And then up front there's Semenyo, Doku, Foden. I keep the front four. Semenyo, Foden. Maybe I take Foden off, then I bring on Serki, and then there's Semenyo, Serki, Doku, then Haaland in the midfield. There's Rico Lewis and Kovacic. In that defense, Maybe I'm tempted. I'll be tempted to take Kosanov off, then play Gavdol on the right, and then bring on Gehi. Gehi partners, then Gehi will partner Diaz in defense, then O'Reilly, Gehi, Diaz, and Gavdol. Coming, I can see now Maresca talking to Gehi and Marmoush. Oh, Jack Grealish is prepared. Is coming on. I never expected that. Let's see who Jack Grealish is going to replace. But I can see Jack Grealish. Jack Grealish coming on, and even Rice as well. Declan Rice also going to come on. Let's see who these players are replacing. Jack is already on. He's on. Shot number 18. It's Jack. Welcome to the second half. Just underway. It is also Rice coming on. Probably this will make a whole lot a bit different. Now that Arsenal team with Declan Rice, I think is going to be really difficult for City now. Let's see how the second half is going to develop. Bruno Guimaraes taken off, and Declan Rice coming on, as well as Jack Grealish is coming on as well. Let's see the game on. Can I have you say as well, what do you think of the second half? What do you think? Do you think City is going to come back from 2 down and probably win it or get something from this game, or level the tie to 2-2, maybe whatever, and full time ends draw? You can have you say as well. Jeremy Doku off, Jack Grealish on. So attacking for City, there's Jack Grealish, Jack Grealish, Semenyo, and Haaland with Phil Foden playing as a 10. Haaland offside. He seems Jeremy Doku picked up an injury on his right calf. There is something put on it. I think ice, something like that. So Doku is not well. It looks like injury. He sustained injury, and that's why he's off. Donnarumma, good clearance from Donnarumma. Wow. City have to work really hard in the second half to level the matters and probably try to win the game. Good block from Declan Rice. Again, good clearance. Declan Rice doing a good job. Here is Kai Havertz. Lewis Kelly switching play to Zolis. Zolis getting the box. Zolis, what a ball. And Odegaard! Third goal, Odegaard. That was a good ball from Zolis. Sublime pass. And Odegaard made no mistake. Puts Donnarumma to the ground. Third goal, Arsenal. Look at that. Declan Rice to Lewis Kelly. Kelly straight that ball to the left. Zolis rushed into the box. That was a good pass. Odegaard at the right time. doing everything right. What a goal. The way he scored. Forced the keeper to the ground before even kicking the ball. And he made it look so easy. Arsenal 3, Manchester City 0. Maresca, pressure. Like I said, I think, as I expected, it's not going to be easy for Maresca to just come in the city and settle. Probably there are going to be some storm here and there. It won't be easy for him. So I think City and their fans should just be ready, embrace this, and know that it won't be easy. There's no Pep Guardiola anymore. No Rodri. Probably is going to go to Barcelona. Nobody knows yet. And Bernardo Silva, I think the big miss here is Pep Guardiola and those two players, Bernardo Silva and Rodri. It won't be easy for Maresca. It looks like Maresca want to again make a change. I don't know. He's calling a player. I don't know. He wants to make a change so quick. But Arsenal fans enjoying. 3-0. Odegaard, early second half goal. Remember, Arsenal had early first half goal. Ricardo Calafiori with early first half goal. Then Kai Havertz. And now Martin Odegaard. So far, so good for Arsenal. City struggling. And there was a foul. Lewis Kelly fouling. City now have to really dig deep. They have to find something. It won't be easy. City. But now they're playing on pressure. O'Reilly on the left-hand side, driving the ball forward. Plays Grealish. Jack. Plays it back to Gravdal. Elliot Anderson. Find Kovacic. Here come Foden. Good turn from Foden. Find Semenyo in the box. Semenyo. Cross. Oh. They couldn't get hold of the ball. And Arsenal possessing the ball. Again, City retrieves. Kovacic. Finds Kosanov, Semenyo, Kovacic, Foden, Kovacic. Here comes Jack Grealish. Again, Kovacic. City trying to respond here. Here comes Semenyo. That was good ball from Semenyo, but good defending. Odegaard finds Havertz. It's a foul. Foul from Gavdol, and it's a yellow. Gavdol receives a yellow. Arsenal looking very comfortable, no pressure. They're just playing with calm. Declan Rice finds Calafiori. Back to Gabriel. Mahrez. Raya goes long, and the ball goes out. It's a throw in. Throw in for City. City wanting to make a response here, but it's not looking easy. It doesn't look like a City that everyone knows. Here's Semenyo. Semenyo attacking, good ball. Here comes Foden. Can he shoot? Arsenal overcrowding Grealish, and here come Odegaard. Dispossessed, and referee saying it's a free kick. Elliot Anderson fouling. It wasn't. It was. The replay is showing sort of a tackle from Lewis Kelly on Elliot Anderson, but it's play on. Grealish finds Foden. Foden finds Anderson. Straight to the keeper. Goes straight to the keeper. Already gone 55 minutes. Still early though. It's just early. You can't write City off. The City we know, you can't just write City off when it's only just 55 minutes gone into the game. Haaland is quiet, Semenyo is quiet, but you can't write them off. Just you can if Haaland gets like 3 clear-cut chances, those are 3 goals. We know how good he is. So Arsenal, they still have to, no lapses in concentration. They have to work really hard, concentrate till they see this game off. But as for now, they're in a very good position. But anything can happen. City can still come back. If they can score early goal, maybe in the 60s, around 60s minutes, they can still get something from this. Here, Havertz on the left-hand side moves in. What can he do with the ball? And referee saying play on. He wants a foul, but referee says play on. And he ends up fouling. Kai fouling. Rick Lewis, they're planning to bring on Rick Lewis now into the game. That was a good ball. Marmoush. By the way, City have made 3 substitutions. Jeremy Doku looks like he picked up an injury in the first half, replaced by Jack Grealish, and also we have seen Erling Haaland off, Marmoush coming on, and we also saw Nico Riley as well. So replaced by Rico Lewis. Maresca trying to find answers. It won't be easy, but here they go, come City. I don't think City is going to, with the way it's playing right now, it's going to be really difficult for City to win this game, or even leveling it to 3-3. It won't be easy. Wow, what a turn from Martin Odegaard. My goodness. And here is Saka. Saka! Side netting. What a turn from Odegaard. Look at that. Whoa. Are you sure?